they were talking about PlayStation and Bungie because they just announced that they are essentially cutting the entire studio, doing massive layoffs. And you know what? This is more than just the fact that Marathon didn't sell.
Really? The main reason as to why Sony is shutting down this studio is because of the fact that Marathon did not sell. Because we all know if this was Xbox, you would be out here saying that Xbox is dead. Well, is PlayStation 5 is dead? I mean, the game was multi-platform, and the game still couldn't sell worth a damn. I thought you pony said you support them first-party games. Oh, I forgot. That's why y'all were too busy crying about 2 PlayStation Plus membership accounts and blaming Xbox for it. And the funny thing is, didn't you guys mock Xbox for possibly shutting down Ninja Theory with Senuous Saga? That's why I try to tell you, man, stop engaging in console wars, man. Because every time that you ponies decide to do something, well, guess what? The same thing ends up happening to you. GameStop with another W.
I think a lot of people are instantly annoyed about these layoffs because they're blaming it on Destiny. You know, Destiny, the game that technically has like 10 times the fan base. Even now, like, Destiny when it's dead.
It's not Destiny. It has more to do with the fact, like I've told you guys before, and I'm going to say it for the millionth time already. It's because these casual gamers are already locked in to the games that they're playing. The NBA 2K, the Madden, Gangsta, we get it already. But man, I have to keep saying it every video because for some reason, you fanboys think that first party and games made by Microsoft, I mean, even Nintendo to a certain degree. I've had these conversations that you guys really think the Switch 2 is going to pump out Switch 1 software numbers? You're bugging. You are lying to yourself, man. Oh, but they did it back in the days. That was before free-to-plays. What are you guys talking about? See, that just goes to show you that you don't know today's gaming market. You're still stuck in the past of the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis and the NES and the good old glory days of the PlayStation 1 and 2. And the funny thing is, people weren't buying exclusive games back then. You guys want to say, oh, gaming is changing. You know, we got all these new IP. Oh, really? Rainbow Six, 30 years old. Grand Theft Auto, Sid franchise, 30 years old. What are you talking about? You guys are playing old franchises as far as I'm concerned. NBA 2K started on the Dreamcast. What are you guys talking about? So when you guys go as far to say, we got new IPs, we got new franchises, and I'm like, what are you actually talking about? Because most of these games came out over 20 to over 30 years ago. And you people know that. Like, oh.
With no updates whatsoever, is 10 times bigger than the brand new game Marathon. It's more than just saying, hey, Destiny's better than Marathon. It's the fact that to blame them specifically, clearly, what's making people so mad about this announcement that just came out is that it shows the fact that Sony, PlayStation by Bungie was just such a major mistake. There's been multiple leaks that essentially Sony is mad that Bungie couldn't make all their live service slot more popular. All this weird like Horizon Zero Dawn MMORPG or
which is another game that's going to potentially flop.
Stuff like Concord. They wanted Bungie to make those games work, and when they couldn't, they said, okay, you make Marathon.
And this is why I gotta go back to that old interview when Phil Spencer said, it doesn't matter what we do. Now are you ponies starting to get it? It doesn't matter what type, because, I mean, a lot of people would say Marathon is not necessarily a bad game, right? Even High Guard, I've heard a lot of people say they actually enjoyed High Guard. The problem is that these people are locked into the ding, 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 ding. Good answer, Carl. Ecosystem. The ones that have invested thousands of dollars on Roblox and Fortnite, they can't see themselves indulging to even another live service or subscription game, or should I say, even another free-to-play. That's why when new free-to-play games are coming out, nobody's even participating with them because all their Fortnite skins and Robux money is on Roblox. I was trying to tell you guys of this problem, but no. Gamester clearly don't know what he's talking about, even though I told you guys that Bungie was possibly going to be laid down because of how bad Marathon sold. You can even go back in my videos, and I've said that. But nope, it's always Xbox's fault. Let me guess, it's Xbox's fault as to why Sony shut down Bungie? Oh, okay. Stop with the excuses, Jimmy. Stop with them excuses.
you make nothing else. And now that basically Marathon has failed, they're gutting it at punishment. There's no other way to look at it. But
it is what it is. Like I've told you guys before, it's the same thing with Microsoft with Ninja Theory and Shinbu Saga. Nobody's buying and playing these games, bro. How hard is it for you people to understand? I mean, even Nintendo fanboys, well, I would assume that they know that not every single Nintendo franchise that ever existed has came back. Which F-Zero, I mean, we're lucky to even get a goddamn Star Fox remake. Like, I mean, what do you guys don't understand? There's just not a market for these type of games. You cannot expect these companies to put millions amongst millions of dollars into a game that they know that most gamers are not going to want. And even if your game is good, you're not going to take that Fortnite gamer away. Gaming will go back to what it used to when those games die off. Y'all need to worry about Fortnite and all those free-to-plays that are more popular than any other game that's going on right now. Nintendo has their niche audience. Luckily, Xbox has their niche audience. Luckily, PlayStation doesn't have that. Everybody that picks up a PS5 picks it up for third party. That's why y'all keep glazing over Grand Theft Auto 6. So I'm really happy when we all found out there ain't nothing but an empty code in the box. That's what we love that. We love that because you know why? We've been trying to warn y'all, and y'all weren't listening.
Take a look at this, and let's...
Oh, no, we ain't taking a look at this. We're going to move on to your brother. Next.
100% correct. As we talked about before, Bungie layoffs coming. It's official.
Ha! Who told y'all? Gamester with another W, man. When you was out here running with these narratives, everybody... At the end of the day, take the console wars, right? Take the beanie off that because it's probably suffocating all the brain cells that this man actually used to have, right? To understand, guys, that nobody cares about your games. Nobody cares about your games. Just do it, man. Just do it. Just do it, man. Just do it. That is the attitude that these people have. Hey, you know the game. Just do it, man. Just do it. You know, no, there's not an audience for these games. Why y'all want to keep asking for Sly Cooper? Nobody's buying this or April's game. Just do it, man. Just do it. Just do it, man. Okay. You know, listen, bruh. You guys are the problem with gaming because you know why? You guys are not even salvaging the little aspects to what's already here. You guys are too busy chasing this console war garbage. And like I've told y'all before, every single company is impacted by this. There's a reason why you see Mario in the galaxy, Mario around the world, Mario on a cart, Mario playing basketball, Mario playing tennis. There's a reason for that. Well, I mean, Mario Tennis flopped, but still. There's a reason for that, though. Because you know why? Because those are the games that people want to buy. Oh, the Switch, too, has a fluctuation of Pokemon games. Why do you think that is? Because that's what people actually buy and play. And then we got games like Metroid Prime 4 that ain't even eclipse 1 million. And then you guys wonder, well, we need to get another Metroid game back. They probably did try it after Dread. Because Dread actually did surprisingly well with a very low budget. So they're like, oh, they threw Dread to see like, oh, we at least guaranteed about 3.3 mil. At least. That's the way Nintendo was thinking. Nope. The game flopped. They spent more money on Metroid Prime 4 and with a higher install base, and the game flopped. The only thing saving Nintendo is the fact that they use low budgets for their games. So even if they don't sell as good as the rest of the competition, they can kind of recuperate that money back. Now, is it much? Not really, but still. They can at least make some form of a profit. They can put out a game. They can experiment a little bit more. That's why you see Nintendo kind of doing that. And they can, you know, but I mean, at the end of the day, they're not really pushing the boundaries of gaming. They're just really not. I mean, if you notice, I mean, Splatoon Raiders, even Star Fox, which I'm going to probably play today, they're not pushing the boundaries. You know what I'm saying? They just, to me, these are kind of like cash grabs, if you want to be honest, you know. But yeah, you know, obviously they're just trying to ride the storm, and probably, you know, they feel like they don't have no real need to push any demanding games until possibly like next year, where it's going to be necessary for Nintendo to come out with that heat. And I think they're holding out on that Mario for that reason, right? That's why we haven't seen all the top games from Nintendo yet. But still, like I said, gaming is going to get better. Try to salvage as much as you can. But we got Beanie Man over here, Mr. Tintin, out here telling you the Senua Saga was because nobody's buying. Like, name the last game that Ninja Theory did that y'all even played. Enslaved? I actually played that game. I thought it was pretty solid. They haven't made a top game since Enslaved. And the only thing that happened since that game is that y'all been enslaved to a company.
We got 2 letters to read, one from Bungie and one from Herman Host himself. Down below.
It's Airbox fault! It's Airbox! They should have never sold them to us. It's Airbox fault. They started all this. Look at that.
Let's see what happens. Is Bungie gonna get shut down?
It's always their fault. It's always their fault. Pony's gonna cry tonight. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Soon they're gonna make it right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How do y'all not still see where gaming is going, man? Blame it, Destiny. No, you need to blame yourself, brother. Pick up them exclusives, boy. I thought you picked up a PS5 Pro for them exclusives, though, right? Third party, babe. Nope. Coping. And yeah, even though Nintendo, as of right now, is probably the only company where their fan base is buying most of their exclusives, but that's really it. Third parties lackluster. Y'all thinking that they're gonna get third party, and I have an argument that where's 007? Where's Borderlands 4? If the Switch 2, if you guys are so confident that the Switch 2 is gonna be supported for the next 5 to 10 years that I even heard, then why aren't we getting games now? You're like, damn, games. So see, you guys can disagree with my points all you want, but we gotta look at the templates. We gotta look at to what's really here. You know what I'm saying? But what do you expect from a Nintendo fanboy when they actually think they're gonna get Grand Theft Auto 6? You know, a CPU-bound game. Even going this far to compare the Switch to the Series S. You guys are ridiculous, bro. The specs say otherwise. You know, back then when we used to say a girl had DLSS, you guys know what that meant. They got the same thing for Nintendo. They own that. They so far up on that DLSS, they actually have DLSS. You know, and we ain't gonna get in detail, but any hood, that's a hood classic. We all know what that means. In the hood. Number 1 in the hood, G. Right? They got them DLSL lips for Nintendo. Oh, look at that! Nintendo! Oh, these low budget games. Charging them $80. You guys are ridiculous, man. Y'all want to talk about Switch 2 gonna be supported for the next 5, 10 years? Well, if that's the case, then why is Borderlands 4 not here? Oh! Why is 007 not here? Oh! Oh! Y'all acting like you getting every third-party game. You ain't even getting most of them. You ain't even getting the Beast of Reincarnation. And guess what? That's the one made from Game Freak that do the Pokemon games. Oh! Where's Crimson Desert? Oh! Y'all talk about some half-ass PS4 titles. You know, games that could have ran. Oh, we got Resident Evil Requiem. Resident Evil. RE Engine, easy, scalable games. But when it comes to them demanding titles, you definitely ain't getting it. That's why Cyberpunk run at 30, and on the Series S, it run at 60. And rightfully so, because that CPU. You know what I'm saying? Pushing that dividends. You guys don't know nothing about hardware. You don't know nothing about gaming. The Switch 2 will not be supported for 10 years. Because y'all ain't even getting the support now. Where's y'all Dead or Alive 6? Oh! Oh! Y'all ain't even got Tekken. I'm hearing Tekken 8 might come over. Where's your Tekken 7? Where's your Tekken 8? Oh! 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 Y'all ain't even got Dead Space Remake. Oh! Oh! All this Switch 2 glazing, man. It's ridiculous. They don't even realize how. Yeah. Oh, we got Madden 27 though. But where's your college football? Oh! 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 Man, stop glazing. I enjoyed the Nintendo Switch 2, but stop glazing this platform, bro. It got to the point where I'm even in a party with Nintendo fanboys. Y'all don't even know how to act. They gave y'all voice chat, and y'all don't even know how to act. I'm sitting here like, I can't believe these Nintendo fanboys are actually saying this. They saying the Switch 2 more powerful than the Series S. I'm like, bro, y'all got a little bit of power, and now y'all running with it, just like them ponies did. Now y'all think y'all got a PC in your hand. Yo, listen, man. I just call it like it is, man. That's just what I do. You know what I'm saying? I've been in a few parties with some Switch 2 fanboys. You know, I just invite them, and I'm like, what the hell is this man talking about? Y'all be lucky enough if you get GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. What the hell you talking about GTA 6 for? But I forgot, they all got them DLSL lips for Nintendo. DLSS, it do wonders, bro. Yes, it does wonders for PS4 games, low scalable titles. But any game that is demanding, the Switch 2 will burn in action, bro. It's not. The Switch 2 is not designed to have that type of power consumption. If Crimson Desert was on the Switch 2, your Switch 2 is gonna get burnt, man. You're gonna be literally playing with fire. Not power. You're gonna be playing with fire. The Switch 2 is just you're gonna be playing hot potato, and then you're gonna drop it, and you're gonna bust the screen, the OLED screen that you got on it. You know what I'm saying, man? Listen, man, I'm sorry. I have to do this to the Nintendo community, man, because y'all been wilding out, man. Switch 2 will not be supported for the next 10 years because y'all ain't getting the support now. All those third-party games is getting delayed, but luckily Capcom, Square, I think, is one of them, a few companies that will, I think, solely put games on the Switch 2. But for how long? Y'all really believe that? 10 years is a long time. By that point, the new consoles are going to be out. You know what I'm saying? The PS4 generation is over. Yeah, they're still supporting it, but we're starting to see the shift already. Most games being made now are not even being made for the PS4. So, the day that Sony gives up on the PS4 is the day where your third party on Switch 2 is coming to an inevitable end. I'm sorry to say it to y'all. Y'all keep putting faith into Nintendo thinking, oh, we getting third party. Bro, y'all ain't even got every indie. Oh! Y'all ain't even got every third party. Oh! Matter of fact, I'd go as far to say the Switch 1 had better third party than y'all. At least they didn't have to wait 5, 6, 7, 8 months thinking that the games are getting canceled when all they do is try to make a fixed version for the Switch. The fact that developers have to go down, and I think they're doing this with 007, to go down through the game to make y'all a particular version just so your game can run well just shows you that they have to take extra time and effort. And why the hell, after doing all that, would they put the Switch 2 version on the cartridge? Okay? You guys are ridiculous, man. I'm sorry. I know this is going to, went from talking about Destiny, but you Nintendo fanboys is just as bad as these PlayStation ones, man. Be humble, stay in line, and let's keep it gaming. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it. Matter of fact, we ain't care what this man says. Take care. Peace out.